This conference will now be recorded.
If you wants to learn ABAP BTP, if you wants to learn ABAP BTP, ABAP knowledge is must and should. ABAP knowledge is must and should. That's why I'm asking. Okay. Okay. See, before going to discuss about ABAP BTP, first of all, let's we discuss what is BTP. Let's we discuss what is BTP. Actually, the point is here BTP. What is BTP actually? BTP, what is the full form of the BTP? BTP is nothing but it's a business technology platform. Business BTP is nothing but it's a business technology platform. What is the purpose of the BTP? What is the purpose of the BTP? BTP is nothing but it's a business technology platform. And see, this BTP was introduced by the SAP Labs in the year of 2021. In the year of 2021, BTP is nothing but it's a business technology platform. And guys, this BTP was introduced by the SAP Labs in the year of 2021. In the year of 2021, this BTP was designed. Okay, designed and developed, and they introduced also. Okay, see, what is the main purpose of the BTP here? The main purpose of the BTP is nothing but here we can see here the main purpose of the BTP, we can increase the performance of the SAP applications. We can increase the performance of the SAP application with a rich look front end application. Okay, see here we can increase the performance of the SAP application with a rich look front end application, with the rich look front end application. Okay, guys, see here what is the main purpose. See, what is the main purpose of the BTP? BTP is used to increase the performance of the SAP applications, with a rich look front end application. This is the one reason for the BTP. And the second reason is what? With the help of the BTP. Okay, guys, this is a one important reason. Next, the second reason is what here? With the help of the BTP, we can avoid the integration. we can avoid the integration. In the process of developing one SAP application from end to end. Okay, we can avoid the integration. In the process of the developing one SAP application end to end. See guys, here these 2 points are very very important. The first one, why the BTP was introduced. Means BTP was the first reason is with the help of the BTP we can increase the performance of the SAP application with a rich look front end application. This is the one reason. And another reason is see guys, for example, if you want to develop any SAP application, from end to end, we people are going to integrate with the different objects. But here, that integrating with the different objects, we people can avoid the process of developing one SAP application from end to end. For example, see, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you one second. One second here. I'm going to open one. Guys, please observe here. Just please observe this diagram. For example, this is the presentation layer. This is the presentation layer, and this is the application layer, and this is the database layer. Inside of the database layer, database HANA database was resided. Okay, HANA or non-HANA. Okay, for example, see here, this is a front-end application. In presentation layer, you can see always front-end application. Okay, in application layer, you will see or you will write the ABAP code here. Okay, guys, here one thing, see, for example, here, for example, I designed a customer creation screen. I designed a customer creation screen, and see here, for example, you need to enter the data: customer name, customer number, customer name, customer type, something you will enter, and you'll click on the save button. When you click on the save button, which customer related data you entered on the front end application, okay, which customer related data you entered on the front end application, that data need to store into the customer table. The data need to store into the customer table, which is inside of the which is inside of the database, which is inside of the database. Okay, guys, clear? Guys, clear or having any doubt? Okay, just one second. Just one second. It was stuck. Okay. See, for example, I entered the data. For example, I entered the customer information and then click on save button. When I click on save button, which data I entered, the database, that data was stored. The data was stored inside of the HANA database. But how the data will save? When you click on the button, behind of this button, you write the ABAP code in application layer. Okay, you'll write the ABAP code in the application layer. See, when you click on this save button, then here the ABAP coding will be triggered. ABAP coding will be triggered, then it will send the request to the database layer to save the data. Which data you enter on the front end screen, the data will be stored. Once the data stored, okay, from this database, we'll get the response. See, once the data stored in successfully in the database layer, then you will see some message, maybe some record was successfully inserted or inserted like that. So such a type of responses we people can get. Here the point is, please observe, when, see, for example, when you click on the save button, then this data is going to save in database table using application layer ABAP code. But see, if this process takes 1 minute of time, when you click on save button, then this which data you provide, that will be saved inside of the database table. If the process takes 1 minute of the time, more than 6, see here, if it takes 1 minute of time, more out of 1 minute, more than 50% of the time of the more than 50% of the time will be consumed in between presentation layer and application layer. See, for example, you click on save button. When you click on save button, this front end customer data will be saved inside of the database table. If that process takes 1 minute, out of 1 minute, more than 50% of the 1 minute time will be consumed in between the presentation and application presentation database layer in the form of sending request and response. Okay, that is the one point. And next, for example, if you develop the front end application using the UFI theory, okay, then guys, in the process of developing the front end application, you guys are going to write the HTML code individually. You need to write the HTML code individual file, and JavaScript you need to write individual file. CSS also you need to write in individual file. Once you develop HTML, JavaScript, CSS, HTML is for designing purpose, JavaScript is for validation purpose, CSS is for styles purpose. Okay, see, once you develop this HTML, JavaScript and CSS individually, then these files you need to integrate with the front-end application. For example, as per the requirement, if you develop any OData service in this application, once you've done the OData related code, that means you need to create entity set, entity associations, service creation, service binding. Once you create all these things, then finally OData will provide one XML. That XML you need to integrate with the front end application again. So here guys, to develop one SAP application from end to end, you need to see here, you need to communicate with the application layer, presentation layer, database layer. Then later you need to integrate with these different you need to integrate word data object, you need to integrate the HTML code, you need to integrate with the JavaScript code, you need to integrate with the CSS code. That means guys, here in the process of developing one SAP application, you people are going to integrate with the different objects, generally in ABAP. But in BTP, this was completely avoided. In BTP, this was completely avoided. Okay, here in BTP, you can do everything on a single platform. For example, I'm going to say one important point here. For example, okay, see here, for example, see here. Guys, so for example, 30 years back, one simple example I'm going to say, 30 years back, guys, here 30 years back, there is no Spencer's, there is no DMart in India, right? 30 years back, there is no Spencer's, there is no Spencer shopping malls, there is no DMart, there is no Spencer's, or there is no DMart 30 years back. But see, at the time, that means 30 years back, for example, if I want to purchase a cycle, I need to go cycle shop. I need to go cycle shop. If I want to purchase a mobile, I need to go mobile shop. If I want to purchase a computer, that means laptop or anything, okay, then I need to go computer shop. I need to go computer shop. If I want to purchase a pen, pencils, that means a pens, pen, okay, pen, pencils, books, etc., then I need to go stationery shop. Then I need to go stationery shop. If I want to purchase a food items, if I want to purchase a food items, then I need to go small kirana stores. Small kirana stores. So guys, please observe here. Please observe one point here. That is 30 years back. 30 years back, there is no Spencer, there is no DMart. You can't see any shopping malls, any big shopping malls in India. 30 years back. At that time, for example, if I want to see, I need to purchase these 5 items. First, if I want to purchase a cycle, then I need to go cycle shop. Once I purchase the cycle, then again I need to go to the mobile shop to purchase the mobile. Once I purchase the mobile, then I need to go to the computer shop to purchase a computer. Once I purchase the computer, then I need to go to the stationery shop to purchase the pencils, pens, books, etc., etc. Then later, if I want to buy food items, I need to go small kirana stores. That means how many items you need to purchase, how many items you need to purchase, those items related shops you need to visit individually. But nowadays, for example, there is a DMart. There is a DMart. Guys, here, if you want to purchase a cycle, you can visit DMart. If you want to purchase a mobile, yes, in DMart also they will mobiles available. If you want to purchase a computer, you can see the laptops in DMarts. If you want to purchase stationery items, you can go DMart. If you want to purchase a food items, you can go DMart. Here the point is what DMart is a platform where all the items available. DMart is a platform where all the items is available. The same thing here also. The same thing, yeah. The same BTP also same thing. For example, here, guys, here BTP. BTP. See, it's a nothing but it's a platform. See, by using this BTP, you can write SAP ABAP coding. You can write the ABAP code. You can download the ABAP code. With the help of the BTP, you can perform the SAP basis. You can perform the SAP basis functionalities. With the help of the BTP, SAP BW functionalities also we people can perform. Okay. With the help of the BTP, SAP functions objects also you can perform. Okay. With the help of the BTP, okay, you can design front-end application using SAP UEFI and Fury. And see guys here, with the help of the BTP, okay, you can develop the OData service also. With the help of the BTP, you can do the HANA database related functionalities also you can do. See guys here, if you want to perform the HANA database related functionality, you can go to the BTP. If you want to develop any OData service related things, you can go for the BTP. If you want to perform any SAP functionalities, then you can go for the BTP. If you want to write the ABAP code as per your client requirement, then you need to open the BTP. To perform the basis functionalities, you can go for the BTP. To design the front-end application using SAP UEFI, you can go for the BTP. To perform the BW functionality, you can go for the BTP. That means what guys here, BTP is a single platform. BTP is a single platform where all the functionalities we people can perform to develop the SAP application from end to end without integrations. Without integrations. You can write the web code here. You can write the OData code here. You can write the field related code here. You can write the database functionality here. That means see here, using the BTP, you can develop any type of functionalities without integrations. If you go guys, if you go integrations, it may take performance issues also sometimes. Okay guys, if you say okay, then I will show you the BTP application little bit practically. You guys are okay? Anil, Ganesh, Lalita,
Yes,
Priyadarshini, Raghava, Sai, Satya, Sonu, Sridhar, Suresh, Venkatesh. You guys are clear or having any doubt? Simply, BTP is a single stop. BTP is a single stop. BTP is a single platform where you can do all the SAP related functionalities. For example, DMart is a single stop where you can purchase all of your necessary items. You don't need to go for the cycle shop to purchase a cycle. You don't need to go for the mobile shop to purchase the mobile. You don't need to go for the computer shop to purchase the computer. You don't need to go for the station shop to purchase the books, pens, etc. If you want to purchase all these items, if you visit one stop, then there all the items available. The same thing here also. If you want to develop the SAP ABAP coding, you don't need to separately go for the GUI. You don't need to go for the ABAP editor separately. You don't need to write the ABAP code. See, simply in BTP you can write the ABAP code. Basis functionalities also you can perform the BTP. HANA related functionalities also you can perform in BTP. OData service also you can create in BTP. So BTP is a single step. BTP is a single platform where we people can perform multiple SAP functionalities. Okay, guys, clear? Clear or having any doubt? If you have any doubt, please let me know. Any doubt? If you say up to this clear, I'm going to show you the BTP application now. Okay. Satya and Sonu, Sridhar, Suresh, Venkatesh, Lalita, Ganesh, Anil, Pridarshni, Pridarshan, and Raghava. You guys are clear? Yeah. Once again, I'm going to open the Eclipse. You can ask me, Anil Krishna, why we need to open the Eclipse? Yes, on the top of the Eclipse only, BTP was developed. SAP Labs developed BTP on the top of this Eclipse. Okay, guys, you don't need to worry. In our training, we will discuss how to install the Eclipse also. I will teach how to install the BTP. I'll take the separate class for installation also. You don't need to worry, guys. But the point is what when you are trying to open the Eclipse at first time to open the BTP application, it may take few seconds of time to open. Please wait. Please wait. It's going to open. Please wait. See here, I'm going to launch. Okay, guys, you can see here. You can see here. This is a BTP. Okay, once again, this is the BTP application. It is looks like this looks like say S4 HANA. It is looks like say S4 HANA system. Okay, S4 HANA application. Then click on see cancel. And guys, if you want to work with, if you want to develop the programs in BTP, okay, you need to open this BTP application. How you can means how you can open means you need to first of all you need to register with the SAP Universal ID. With the help of the SAP Universal ID, you can open the BTP application here. Why means there is no separate there is no separate BTP access. You can't find the separate BTP access from the outside vendors. You can't find. Okay, you can't find. But you can ask me, Anil Krishna, how we need to work. Yes, you need to register with the SAP Universal ID. When you register with SAP Universal ID, okay, you can see the trial version. Guys, SAP Labs provided a, see here, SAP Universal ID. SAP Labs provided a BTP trial version. You guys need to learn with the help of that BTP trial version. If you want to work with the BTP trial version, you need to register with the SAP Universal ID. But if you comes to office, it's a licensed one, right? The management will purchase they'll purchase, right? So that BTP is a licensed. But here we people are going, we people are going to discuss through the trial version. Through all over the world, every BTP or every BTP tutor or else every BTP people who are going to learn, all those guys need to register with SAP Universal ID and they needs to develop the ABAP programs using the BTP trial version only. Okay, so see here, I just registered successfully a login. Now you can see here. Guys, did you see here? Simple. Did you see? It's a table creation. So table creation BTP. You can see here enhancement category, table category, delivery class. See, in normal ECC application, you can see, right? You, at the time of creating the table, you need to provide the enhancement category. You need to provide the okay table category, delivery class. All those things you need to give, right? But here, see, when I click on SAP GUI, it's not supporting. It's not supporting here. So see, we need to, if you want to create the SAP table, you need to write the code. Not only this one, guys. See here. One second. Yeah. For example, see here. Dictionary for data dictionary. Expand it. You see here. It's a data element creation, database tables creation, domain creation, and structure creation. Okay. See data element. I just double click and see this is a data element. See, you need to provide the domain name, and we need to provide the short descriptions. Next, you see here, for example, if you want to see the domain, double click on it. See this is a domain, data type, length, then save check activated, it's completed. If you want to see the structure, see, okay, here, see, it's a structure coding. The same thing, in the same way, we people can create the table also. Okay, now guys, see, I'm going to show you the front end Fury apps. Okay, one second. So here we see, guys, here, without OData knowledge, without OData knowledge, you can bind the OData service here. If you wants to learn ABAP BTP, if you wants to learn ABAP BTP, that means ABAP on cloud, you no need to have OData service knowledge. Without OData also, you can bind the OData service. See here, see, generally, if you are going to work with the OData, you need to create the entity set, entity association, all these things. But here, automatically, this will be generated. Okay, so see here, now I'm going to show you the application. I'm going to export the front end Fury app. Guys, did you see here? Did you see here? When I click on go button, you will see, usually in normally ABAP you will say ALV grid, but here instead of the word ALV grid, we people are calling it as a smart table. Here we are calling it as a smart table, but in ABAP it would be called as a ALV report, but here we people are calling it as a smart table. And you can double click, see, you can do the interactive report also. For example, I am going to double click on this travel ID. When I double click on it, on which record I clicked, that record related information. Okay, you can see detailed information. For example, guys, if you want to edit this record, yes, click on this edit button. Yeah, you can edit it here. For example, P1. Okay, for example, see here. Okay, see, you can see here, you can edit. For example, I just provide N. Click on save. Guys, see here, your changes has been saved. Okay, so if you want to delete, you can delete it. Click on delete. See here, this object will be deleted. Okay, if you want to create the record, guys, if you want to create the record, okay, see here, click on this create button. You enter the data, then click on create button, then the data will be created automatically. Okay, guys, clear? Okay, you can see here text boxes here. See here, when you click on this F4 functionality, when you click on this one, here nothing, here nothing. Okay, but see here, when I click on this one, you can see the F4 functionality. See, select and then click on OK. On which are agency ID you selected, that when you click on go to button, then agency ID related data information you can see 73001. Okay, so here, okay, clear here. See, if you want to delete, you can select and click on this delete record. If you want to filter, guys, right click on it. See, you can filter, sort to group by column. You can do everything here. Okay. See how we got this front end Fury apps. Okay, guys, I'm honestly saying most of the guys are thinking wrongly. Okay, that is, you no need to have any SAP UI5 Fury knowledge. You no need to have 100%. I'm saying 100%. I'm saying you no need to have any SAP UI5 and Fury knowledge. You no need to have. You no need to have HTML. See here. You no need to have SAP UI5 and Fury knowledge. You no need to have. You okay? You no need to have HTML5 knowledge. HTML5. You don't need to have any JavaScript knowledge. You don't need to have any CSS knowledge. Okay, you can ask me, Anil Krishna, without this knowledge, without this HTML, JavaScript, CSS, SAP Fury, without this knowledge, how you can develop this front-end Fury app? How you can develop? Guys, we people are, we no need to have any SAP UI5 and Fury. You no need to have any CSS, JavaScript, CS, okay, HTML. Without that, we people can generate how means, with the help of the UI annotations. UI annotations. See here, I'm going to show you that annotations. One second, guys. See here. Okay. For example, you can see this is the annotation for double click functionality purpose. That means for interactive report purpose. See, when you see here, see here, when you double click on this record, when you double click on this record related details information you can see on the next screen. See here, how we got this, how we got means, with the help of this, okay, with the help of this UI dot facet annotation. Okay, see guys here, how we see here, once again going back, see how we got this travel ID on the selection screen. How I got, see how means, with the help of this UI dot selection field. Okay, above this travel ID I mentioned these fields. Okay, now see here how we got this travel ID information. How means, with the help of this at the rate of UI line items. Okay, how, see here, how, see when you double click then detailed information come. How you got this detailed information means, with the help of this UI dot identification. Guys, here I will, in our training I will teach you the purpose of each and every annotation. I'll teach you the purpose of each and every annotation. Each and every annotation. See here, all these are annotations, guys. You no need to have HTML, JavaScript, CSS, SAP UF and Fury also. See, but even though we people can develop the front end Fury apps, so using these annotations. Using these annotations. Okay, guys, clear. You guys are clear. Hello? Yeah, any doubt? Up to see, you no need to worry. All these annotation, what is the purpose of each and every annotation? I'll tell you in our training. Okay, okay, guys, clear. Yeah, yeah, Raghava, please tell me, brother, what's your doubt?
So that means in future we no need to require any Fiori and UI applications to be understand.
No need, brother, no need. Actually, SAP UFI Fury only for front-end application design purpose, not to perform the ABAP related functionalities, only for front-end design purpose. And by using these annotations also, you also can design the front-end application. Okay, guys, clear. And one more thing, do you
Uh,
know? For example, I will tell you one
I
thing.
have a question. Okay.
Tell me, brother.
So
Tell
can I
me.
use this same kind of annotations in my S4HANA CDS and can I get the functionality of the same?
Yeah, see here. This is what? It's a CDSU. Did you see here? See
Yes.
here? See here? Core data service. Okay, that means what? See, all these annotations we peoples are writing inside of the CDSU, brother. This is what association CDSU. Because the point is, in the process of developing the Fury apps with the help of the ABAP BTP, 100% CDSU's knowledge is must and should. 100% required. Even you don't have the knowledge on CDSU, so you don't need to worry. In our training, we people are going to discuss S4 ABAP on HANA also. S4 ABAP on HANA also is a part of the BTP training. Okay. And in that S4 ABAP on HANA, we'll discuss the types of CDSU. So normal, joins, see, normal CDSU, join CDSU, and association CDSU, parameters, single parameter CDSU, multiple parameter CDSU, extended CDSU, CDS table function, AMDP, all those things we people will complete. Once we complete that S4 ABAP on HANA stuff, then only we'll start developing this Fury apps using this annotations, brother. Okay, we'll discuss CDSUs also because the CDSUs will play the key role in BTP. That's why first of all we'll discuss what is a CDSU, how to create the CDSU, types of CDSUs. We'll discuss completely end to end. You don't need to worry.
So
Okay,
you may going to explain the BTP architecture as well, how it is.
yeah, it will come. It will come. You don't need to worry.
Sure.
See, okay, it will come. Okay, up to this clear.
Clear.
Okay, and one more thing. See, I'm asking one thing, guys. For example, in our ABAP. Okay, if you develop the application, how you can handle to the client or end user, you'll provide the transaction code, right? Once you develop, okay, you also, once you complete once you develop the application, then you will create the transaction code. The transaction code you will pass. Using the transaction code, client or end users or customers, they can use, right? They can start working, right? But how you can do it here, how you can handle this, how means, guys, at the time of, see here, you can see service binding. When you in service binding, when you assign the API as a OData, then automatically, see here, service URL. Did you see here? Service URL will be generated. Service URL will be generated based on the service URL. Okay, once we get the service URL, with the help of this service URL, tile will be created. That would be created by the SAP UI5 consultants, not ABAPers. Okay, once the service URL created, based on the service URL, tile is nothing but icon. Okay, with the help of this service URL, icon will be created. That icon we people will hand out to the client. When the client click on that icon, then see here, this Fairy app will be displayed. See here, if you see normally in OData, okay, if you see, finally you need to follow the lengthy process to create the OData service and to bind the OData service here. But here it's not at all required. By defaultly, when you assign the binding type as a OData, then automatically service URL click will be created. If you want to see, click on this, guys. You can see XML. You can see here. You can see this XML here. You can see the XML. Here the point is what I didn't see here. I didn't write any OData related code without writing OData related code. Guys, once again I'm saying you no need to have OData knowledge also. Without OData knowledge also, you guys can learn about BTP. Okay, you guys are clear. See, and where, see here where we people can write the web code. Yes, one second. In this, see here, See where we people can write the ABAP code also, I'll tell you. Okay, no need to worry. If you say up to this clear, then I'll tell you the prerequisites and architecture, and that means a flow of the ABAP BTP with the RAP. You guys are clear? Just naam ke vaste, just I'm showing the application. That's it only. Okay, now see here, guys. Now, yeah, here I need to say one important point. Here I need to say one important point. Types of environment. Okay, one second. One second. Guys, here, so many people having doubt. So many, multiple people having the doubt about the BTP environments. Guys, here, BTP provided, okay, BTP provided different environments. BTP provided different environment. The first one is here, Cloud Foundry. The first one is Cloud Foundry. The first one is, see here, the first one is Cloud Foundry. Okay, the first one is Cloud Foundry. For example, second one is ABAP on Cloud. ABAP on Cloud. And third, for example, is Kima. Okay, Kima. Okay, etc. See, guys, so most of the guys, due to lack of knowledge, as a ABAP SAP Labs clearly stated, SAP Labs clearly said, as a ABAP on HANA, as a ABAP technical consultant in BTP, every ABAPer needs to learn ABAP on cloud. But due to lack of knowledge, so many people are going for the Cloud Foundry. 100% wrong. This Cloud Foundry is not related to ABAPers. This Cloud Foundry is related to Java consultants. Yes, guys. See, what are the prerequisites to learn Cloud Foundry here? Tools going to is SAP BAS, Business Application Studio. Okay. Next, see here, framework. Which framework? Which framework means here the framework is CAPM. CAPM. CAPM is nothing but here Cloud Application Programming Model. What are the skills needed to learn this CAPM? Here the skills is 100% SAP UI5 Fiori knowledge. At the same time, see here, core Java, advanced Java, and HTML, HTML5, and CSS, and JavaScript. JavaScript. Guys, 100% say, 100% see, if you wants to learn CAPM, that is Cloud Foundry, if you wants to learn CAPM, you need to have this knowledge. But the point is what CAPM is not at all related to ABAPers. It's for Java consultants. Because Java developers, they're also developing the front-end application using SAP UI5 and Fiori and HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. By using these, by using this SAP UEFI and Fiori, HTML, JavaScript, and CSS, by using these also, Okay, Java developers developing the front end application, but back end they're writing the Java code. Back end, those guys writing the Java code. 100% Java code. See here. See, so many people, ABAPers also getting confusion. So honestly saying, this is not at all for CAPM. CAPM is not at all for the ABAP technical consultants. SAP Lab suggested this ABAP on cloud in BTP. This one, guys, this one we need to learn. If you learn this CAPM, this is not at all useful in your projects. As an ABAP technical consultant, every person need to learn ABAP on cloud. What are the prerequisites to learn ABAP on cloud here? See here. See here. The point is, see here. The prerequisites is, see here. Here the tools. Which tool we need to use means Eclipse. That means, guys, see here. This is what Eclipse. Did you see here Eclipse? Because the point is, on the top of this Eclipse only, ADT ABAP Development Toolkit was attached. On the top of this Eclipse only, SAP Labs designed and developed BTP platform. So here the tool, which tool we need to use? Eclipse. And the framework. Here the guys, here the framework is RAP. RAP means what? It's a RESTful application programming. RESTful application programming. With the help of the RAP only, see here. With the help of the RAP only, you can see here. See here. Okay, this UI annotation, all this works under the RAP. This is what CDSU. Inside of the CDSU, if you specify UI annotations, then this coding is related to RAP coding. Okay, so see here, we'll discuss this. Okay, next skills. What are the skills we needed to learn about? Okay, to learn about BTP with RAP. Here the skills are, okay, modern ABAP. Modern ABAP means what? Modern ABAP is nothing but it's a combination of the normal ABAP and advanced ABAP with new syntaxes like like guest variables, host variables. Okay, that. Okay. Next, guys, here 100% serious view knowledge is required. 100% RAP knowledge is required. Okay, but guys, in our training we'll discuss S4 ABAP on HANA. So serious views we also will discuss. That's a part of our BTP training. RAP also, see here, these applications also we people can develop. I'll teach you the purpose of each annotation and everything. Next, modern ABAP means what? Object oriented ABAP. Okay, guys, see here. You can see here. You can see here. Here you can see classes and methods. Did you see? Did you see here classes and methods? Okay, did you see here classes and methods? Okay, class, see here, you can develop. Okay, you see here, here you can see classes, you can write the methods and okay, it's an implementation part and everything we'll discuss in our training. You don't need to worry. Okay, see here only we need to write the ABAP code. Okay, yeah, guys, let's see here. As every ABAP technical consultant need to learn ABAP, SAP ABAP BTP with RAP, RESTful application. This is the useful to the ABAPers in every BTP project, not the kappa. It's 100% wrong. Okay, guys, clear? You guys are okay? Now let's see the architecture of the ABAP BTP with the RAP. Okay, one second. Yeah, it's going to over. I'm going to, yeah, if I say honestly, this is the flow. This is the flow of the RAP. See guys here, we'll create the CDS views. Based on the requirement, we'll create the CDS views. Once we create the CDS views, okay, on the top of the CDS view, we'll develop the consumption CDS view. Consumption CDS view is nothing but it's a final CDS view. Which fields you want to display on the front end Fiori app, all those fields you can specify inside of the consumption CDS view. On the top of this consumption CDS view, you'll create the business object. Business object is nothing but here when you add the root keyword to the existing consumption CDS view. For example, see here, here you can see root keyword. If there is no root keyword, this is a consumption CDS view. When you apply the root keyword, this is a business object definition. Okay. On the top of this consumption CDS view, we'll create the business object definition. On the top of this business object definition, we can adopt the business object definition behavior implementation behavior. See in this business object behavior implement here, we need to perform the CRUD operations. Okay, that means create, delete, create, delete, update, read. These operations we people can perform here in this business object behavior definition part. Here only we'll write the ABAP code using classes and methods. Okay, once you develop the ABAP code as per the client requirement, then on the top of this business definition, you'll create the service definition. You can ask me, Anil Krishna, why we need to create the service definition? Why means, with the help of the service definition only, we can expose the CDS views which we created. All these CDS views we people can expose using the service definition. Without exposing the CDS view, you can't create the service binding. So that's why through the service definition, we can expose the CDS view. Once you expose the CDS view, on the top of this service definition, we need to create the service binding. With the help of the service binding only, we people can choose OData as an API. When you choose the OData binding type OData as an API, then automatically service URL will be created. Based on that service URL, Fiori app will be generated. Okay, guys, clear. Okay, this is the architecture, and see, we'll discuss in depth and in detail in our training. You don't need to worry. Okay, yeah, this is the demo. If you have any doubts, please let me know. Ganesh and Lalita, Pridarshan, Sai, Satya, Sonu, Sridhar, Suresh, Raghava. Any doubts? If you have the doubts, I'll explain. If you don't have the doubts, then I will. Yeah, please tell me. Raghava, tell me. Raghava and other person. There is the hand symbol. Ganesh, please tell me. Tell me, yeah. What's your doubts? Tell me. I'm ready to clarify your doubts. If the both are in silent mode, how? Yeah, tell me.
When do you use that entity model language?
Entity, model language. Sorry.
Yeah, entity model language. Like
Yeah.
there is a
See, brother here. When you select the binding type O data, then automatically internally this O data will be created entity set and entity association. See, you can see here. Okay, you don't need to see. If it comes to normal O data, you need to write everything. You need to create the entity set, service creation, service binding, everything you need to type. But here it's not necessary. When you select the service binding as in O data, okay, then automatically service URL will be created. At the same time, entity set, association, all these things will be created. You don't need to write separately code for this one. It's internally generated. You don't need to worry. Okay. Okay, guys, clear. Next, Ganesh. Oh, someone asked. Okay. Yeah, Ganesh, tell me what's your doubt, brother.
What is the difference between, sorry, one more question. What is the difference between V2 and V4? What are the additional
It's a
benefits we get it?
versions. It's a versions. V2, V4 are the versions. V2,
Yeah,
V4
got
are the binding type. See binding at the time of binding, we people can choose the API. OData V2 is a version. V2 OData V4 is a version. Compared with the V2, V4 is advanced. But in service, in trial version, compared with the OData V4, V2 is providing. That means V2 is not creating any problem, any obstacle. It's not going to create. Okay, but when you choose the binding type OData V4 in trial version, it is giving little bit problem. But the same OData V4 you can choose in Office because it's a licensed version, right? So in good, just it's a versions only. Like for example, 7.5. So 7. See here is 7.5, 7.6 like that. It would be okay. 7.4, 7.5 like that. It's a versions only. You don't need. Yeah, any other doubts? Satya, Sonu, Sridhar, Sai, Anmal, any doubts?
Yeah, I have one doubt. So most of
Tell
the
me.
time I can hear some SAP ABAP Git. So what exactly
That
is that?
will discuss. That will discuss. That's a part of our training. It is nothing but see, we can move the uh, coding. That means
Like
actually,
a
it
ship?
is a repository. It is a repository. Actually, it
Okay.
is a repository that will discuss also. Okay, you don't need to worry. That it isn't just nothing, but it's a repository. We'll discuss.
So we can use the same thing in HANA Studio also, right? Not only the Eclipse.
Sorry, same thing means what?
No, so we can use the BTP ABAP server in HANA Studio also, right?
Yeah, see, we will discuss both ABAP on premises and ABAP on cloud. ABAP on premises means S4, HANA, and ABAP on cloud is nothing but it's a BTP. Both we'll discuss in our training. Okay, okay, brother Raghav.
Yeah, clear.
Armal, Armal, any doubts?